Hello, all you hardcores out there. How you doing? Russ here from Poker's Corner, the voice of hardcore boxing. 5-0 up at half time against Bournemouth. Come on, the Reds. Right then, let's get stuck straight into business. No messing about. No messing whatsoever. Dennis show last night at Sheffield United's ground, Perry Howe. He won. There were 4 fights on. Perry Howe won a WBF International Cruiserweight belt. But Perry, that's not an central area belt, is it? All right, get a central area, and I'll agree to bet. I'll jump in River Don or dive in wherever you want. You know what I mean? But well done winning. So you got a belt to your name, good man. But I want to see an area belt. All right. So win an area belt, and I'll dive in Don. I'm in Gaz against Reese Mould, 8th of October. That's a good fight. That's a good fight. I like him. He's been to my office, him. Nice kid. Good luck to him. Good luck to Reese Mould as well. We'll see, won't we? Ian John Lewis. Good old Ian John Lewis. We all know who he is, don't we? The man that could stop an intercity 125 train at 125 mile an hour with one hand. Because he thinks the train's not performing well, so he just jumps on railings and stops it. Not train tracks, whatever. Do I care? No. Am I happy that people are abusing me in comment sections about it, saying I'm at fault? Because a man's lost his job. Let me just point this out. Ian John Lewis is a very wealthy man. All right. Works in prison service. Got good money down there. He's got property. He's wealthy. Pensions galore, them prison officers have got. And he's also been an A-star referee for years. And we all know what that means, don't we? 20 perks. So I don't need to explain myself to anybody. All right. If there's something wrong in boxing, I'm going to bring it up. And his scorecards and his judging have been wrong for years. Has he been made a scapegoat? Yeah, I think he has. Is the judges that are as bad as him and referees in the UK? Yeah, there is. So have they just done it to him to set the stall out as a message to the rest of them? I don't know. But if the rest of them are going to be as bad, they've got to go because they've set a precedent now, haven't they? So that's how I look at it. Big shout out to Scott Brunt and Ziggy. Ziggy's Jimmy and Rotherham, Masborough. They're going down great. Still stuck on 10.5 stone though. But not losing any. Depends what time you get weighed at day though. So very nice. So thank you very much. You probably all know that Jeff Hines, Jeff Hines, he were a referee. He's suing the Boxing Board of Control. And Edward Gutnick, the guy who sadly got injured in the George Groves fight, his family is suing British Boxing Board of Control. So it's not looking good for him, is it? This old boys club. You know what I mean? Maybe this is what the sport needs, isn't it? Them lot out and a new lot of people in. We need people with integrity, don't we? Like Julian McGowan, people like that. People have got integrity. Not that lot that are in there at the board. So I get all that about, he's a QC, you're not going to get much more integrity. No. You need to come and see how some of these people stroll about. Some of your boxing fans, these board people at shows, they strut about like they think they own the place. You don't come in my company, let me tell you. Other people with licenses, they tend to hover around them and lickers, I call them, lickers. Not me. I don't like none of them. None. And all the rest of them around here with licenses. We're going to do this, going to do that. And they say no on the social medias. Nothing. Nothing. Cowards. Off with their heads. Savannah Marshall, 2 weeks ago. Until she fights Ginny Sack from The Sopranos. So good luck to Savannah. I can't see Ginny Sack beating Savannah, to be honest. Not carrying around that big fridge she's got for an arse. No chance. Yui against Hunter. It's going to be in Birmingham now. A couple of months away. I don't think that'll bother Yui. He's in tip-top shape, I'm hearing. Stronger, faster, quicker than a speeding bullet. He's got his man strength now. And he's still only 27. He'll be 28 when he fights Hunter, just turned. So good luck to Yui. Fraser Clark, big old Fraser Clark. He's 31 years old, you know, in Fraser. 2-0. Came across really nice on Sky Sports, didn't he? He's actually a nice kid. But, in my opinion, I'm still taking some getting down and stuff. Maybe I should sit up a bit better, do you think? But Fraser Clark, he's 31 years old, so he's got to get a move on now, hasn't he, old Fraser? I think he's a well, we can only go on what we've seen in amateurs, and because these fights he had as a pro, we can't judge him, can we? But he's got to be a prospect as a bronze, hasn't he? Olympic medalist, well, maybe a bit more. So maybe Fraser should get maybe another 2 wins and then start looking to kick on with his career. You know, Fabio Wardley or Nathan Gorman, he could have the loser out of that fight, then couldn't he? Do you know what I mean? That'd be a good fight for him, wouldn't it? Because I think he should really skip Central Area and English level and maybe Commonwealth level as well. I think he should maybe just go straight for British. Fraser Clark. Olympic bronze, come on. Deontay Wilder won Olympic bronze and David Price. So I just don't want Fraser Clark to go down the same route as Joe Joyce, with it being a bit stop-started kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Because people are going to swerve him out because he's an Olympic bronze. He's going to be a scalp for these kids, isn't it? These fighters want to fight him. But so they're going to want to make a name for themselves, aren't they, if they fight him? They're going to train that bit harder with him being an Olympic medalist. So I wish him well. I'm warming to him. He needs to get him over because Riddick Bowe finished at 29, you know. It can happen any day after the age of 30. Something can happen. You can think, well, that were a bit slow there. I didn't see that. That's what happens. Jack Massey against Jose Burton for IBO Cruiserweight title. That's been mentioned and talked about. What platform it's going to be on is going to be very interesting to see moving forward. But I think that's a great fight. Didn't they fight in amateurs? Could be a bit of unfinished beef there, or intense beef, or whatever they call it. Lapping luncheon meat. I don't know. We need to think of one, don't we? I don't know. Pulled pork, a bit of pulled pork there. But I like Jose Burton. I'm a massive fan of his. Jack Massey, Dennis's fighter, obviously, in it. And Kevin Marie. Dennis promotes him. Kevin Marie manages him. So that's going to be interesting. If they can get that fight on. Jose Burton against Jack Massey. That would be a good barnstorming fight. So interesting. Very, very interesting. In fact, I'm not going to screw them up, so I'm going to have to write them all out again. What is Isaac Lowe doing with his career, aka the Lowster? What's he on with? Is he helping Tyson Fury out behind the scenes, doing a bit of this, bit of that, bit, whatever? Or is he a boxer? I don't. What is he doing? So I always thought you were a talent, Isaac Lowe, but I don't know where he's at. Where is he heading? Do you know what I mean? Where would I like to see him at? I'd like to see him have a couple of fights and then go for a world title. Yeah, I would. I'd like to see him in some domestic dust-ups. I'd like to see him have a shave. Yeah. And when people send me screenshots of his tweets, I like to see some tweets that I can read as well. So, but good luck to Isaac Lowe. So good luck to him. I like him, Isaac Lowe. Yeah, he's always there, isn't he, or thereabouts. Good luck to him. Tommy Frank against Jay Harris at Lonsdale belt. Tommy's defense at Lonsdale. Is that a good fight? Hard fight for Tommy, that. That's an hard fight for Tommy. Very, very hard fight. But it's a winnable fight, but I think it's an hard fight for Tommy. Whether they take that or go a different route, I don't know. I'll have to ask Dennis and Glyn Rhodes. Because if I comment on anything to do with Tommy Frank, people all get upset. Do you know what I mean? Because you're not allowed to say out, are you, if you know them? Well, that don't bother me. You know what I mean? If I can give an opinion how I used to do to Dennis, and let me tell you, I used to give him my opinion and I won't frightened. I'm not going to be scared to say I don't rate you, Tommy, am I? But good luck to Tommy Frank. He's stuck at it. You know what I mean? But in my opinion, Dennis bought him that belt. So they don't agree. Well, whatever. I wish him all the best. But I'm not here to make mates in boxing. I've got enough mates. So people should stop being insecure and stop going like that. Take things to heart and try to prove people wrong if they don't rate you. You know what I mean? How dare I have an opinion? Why did I stick it to John Fury? People keep emailing me that. Well, I didn't really, did I? Our approach to ask Mickey Fio to get him on my channel and if I could help him behind the scenes, and I did my best for them to get the fight on. Well, obviously to get me sent into mix as well for a few quid. I tried my hardest. It didn't come off for some reason. I don't know. It didn't come off. Mick didn't want to fight him in a bare knuckler, and John didn't want to fight him in ring. So we had a stalemate, didn't we? Who's to blame? I don't know. One of them, innit? Well, John offered anybody out over 50 in the ring or on the hard road. Mick said, yeah, but I want it in the ring. John said no on the hard road, but originally he said in the ring or on the hard road. In the ring or on the hard road. Pop, pop, bang. We all know what he said. I don't need to go down it. I weren't bothered about doing the billboards and that. I was just going along with it. I did a couple of interviews. And then when he come out with that, Porky's all he is a blowjob for Dennis Hobson and my brother Peter Fury. Well, once he said that, all bets were off. All bets were off, and it was full steam ahead from me. Were I bothered about him? No. Can I do him in a fight? No. He'd probably choke life out of me, and his lads would. But I'm not going to have anybody call me a blowjob. Same as he wouldn't have it, and his lads wouldn't have it. Now, if me interviewing Mickey Fio and trying to get that fight on bothered him, so what? I'll leave him alone for a moment. But if he pipes up, mentions my name, I'll have to get my man out, my Bill Sticker man, from all over Manchester. Only this time, there'll be different types of posters going up. So just let that be a lesson to you, Big John Fury. In the ring or on the hard road. MI5 are watching me. I've just done a 10-mile run. Pop, pop, bang, 100-0 on the hard road, 100 knockouts, but no footage. So good luck to him, but I won't rinse him. I don't rinse him. I don't mention him. But people keep asking, oh, okay, why did you stick it to him? You got to defend yourself, haven't you? You know what I mean? But no, I can't fight him. He'll choke life out of me. People asking about Tyson's Netflix deal. Well, look, that's good, isn't it? He's going to maximise his earnings. It's not what Joshua hasn't done. So why not? So my cup of tea, but you've got to maximise your earnings. I think you should concentrate on all his career first and, get as many fights done as he can be out all this. You know what I mean? Don't you do all this at the end of your career? I don't know. But then again, is it end of his career? He retires every day, doesn't he? And then puts something out the next day. It's like an addiction to being out there, isn't it? Wanting to be, I don't know, is he wanting to be loved? Is he wanting to be liked? Does he need attention? Is he addicted to fame? Is he narcissistic? I don't know. I don't really care. But people want my opinion on it. So I just think that he's trying to promote fighting and he's going to get best he can out of it. I think he's got the upper hand on these promoters at the moment. I think Warren doesn't know what he's going to do. I think Eddie Hearn doesn't know. I think they're basically terrified. They're not used to being stumped heavy like this. And I think it's good. I hope he runs roughshod of a lot of them promoters. You know what I mean? A lot of them. I know what's he called? Still can't. I know you versus Paul Butler, 13th of December, undisputed. All roads lead to undisputed. I mean, we've all heard what Eddie Hearn and all them think and blah blah blah. People around here saying he'll get ice and all this. Listen, it's all right when other people are going and daring to be great and they're getting knocked about and that. But what people are forgetting here is this. Paul Butler's put his time in, and he's just had a great win over a kid who beat a right top kid. So he's done it hard way to get in position, hasn't he? He's a two-time world champion as well. So he belongs in that ring with him, doesn't he? Even though he hasn't got as much power, he belongs in that ring with him. And if he beats I know you in Japan, that's the best win we've had on foreign soil since Lloyd Hunningham did Donald Curry. You thought I were going to say Frotch Taylor then, didn't you? But we're going to get the Donald Curry win that little bit more kudos. I know the Frotch Taylor fight will probably run to close second, doesn't it, or in the top 5. Well, that'll be the best win ever if I know you gets done by Butler. It'll be Butler's best win. It'll be Joe Gallagher's biggest ever win in his career if he does that, because I know you is currently top 5 pound for pound on everybody's list. If he isn't, he's top 10 on the world's list. He is the real deal. He put you to Kip. You don't believe me? Go ask Jamie McDonald what happened when he fought him. Honestly, he put him to Kip. He hit him that hard. Tabitha didn't know what had happened, did he? That's what happens. But he did have a lot of trouble with weight that time. But if he was struggling with weight and starving and this and that, why did his team put him through it? Why? Why? Right team, that innit? Coldwell and Eddie Hearn. Kid's head were like a skull going into the ring. So good luck to Paul Butler. I like Paul Butler. He always comes across as a kid that doesn't shout his gob off on social media, goes about his business, and good luck to him. 2-time world champion, and he ain't got a massive profile, has he? He's one of them kids that just gets on with it, innit? And he's got to be given massive respect. So good luck to Paul Butler. He's going to need it on the night. I want him to win. It's going to be an hard task, isn't it? But I want him to win. Plus, I mean, he's a really good snooker player, so I like to give him a game. So good luck to Paul Butler. Get behind him. Daniel Dubois, Dylan White. I mean, that keeps popping up every now and then, doesn't it? And that White and Eddie are not so cozy and blah blah blah, and Dubois White in talks. Well, look, let's see it when we believe it. Let's see it. Let's see the fight first. We'll talk when it's made. Bentley against Morrison. That's a good fight, isn't it? That's this. Well, I've said it's a trade fight earlier to somebody, but I think it's a bit more than that actually, and I think Marcus Morrison's can win that. I think he can win that. There's enough experience on him now, young Marcus. It's an hard fight for him though, but he can win that. He can win that. Good luck to him. Terry Chappendama, we all know what he did last week. He put something out on Twitter. It's on at Highfield Boxing. And it were a detailed breakdown with different camera angles from, well, I don't know where he got all the footage from, but he's done well. And he said it didn't take him that long to put together, but I think he's pulling me like that. Out like that would. Wait, it'd take me long. at Highfield Boxing. Go and watch it. It's a 4-part. I think each part is about a minute 20 seconds, something like that. And he follows it up with episode 111 on Beyond Boxing. It used to be called the Beautiful Boxing Podcast. Beyond Boxing on Apple Podcasts or SoundCloud. And that's called the Anthony Joshua Project, episode 111. That this week, and that Twitter thing doing over 2 million that he did. That's put him in a real strong position of getting respect from a lot of people in boxing. My phone's been read out. I know people that have been in touch with him personally, and people who've done interviews and they give him a shout out. It's the best breakdown that you've ever seen of what happened on the night with Joshua. And the good thing is that American people abroad who we know through boxing have been watching it as well. So go and watch that at Highfield Boxing, and it shows you what happened in the ring, what we didn't get to hear and see, and all that kind of thing. And Anthony Joshua should be ashamed of himself, shouldn't he? Really? I mean, what I want to know is why mainstream media are not asking Anthony Joshua about spitting on the belts. It all just seems to have gone away, doesn't it? Could you imagine if that were Tyson Fury and he'd thrown belts and gozzed on him, and him and his dad had walked out at ring? Be a lynch mob after him, wouldn't there? So that's it in boxing. It's double standards, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Double standards. But hey ho. Hey ho. Let's have a look. Porky, can you tell a couple of funny boxing stories? I don't know really. Boxing stories that have happened to me or ones that I've seen on TV. I saw one recently and I thought that were funny. It's does everybody remember Trevor Berbick? You remember Trevor Berbick, he was WBC champion. Mike Tyson knocked him out, didn't he, when he was 20 in Vegas? Well, back up a few years, Trevor Berbick, he fought Larry Holmes, didn't he? And if you remember, somebody caught him on video. Larry Holmes. What had happened is they'd been in camp or whatever, going back and sparred and all that and blah blah blah. And it turns out that Larry were married and got kids and all that, but Larry liked, having like parties in his hotel room and all that kind of thing. And basically, Larry were behaving like the champ should behave, shouldn't he, really? And he's supposed to have told his missus. Burbico said something. So Larry Holmes has come running across these cars, and he's jumped from one car bonnet to another and then jumped on him. The police have got involved. And if you go on YouTube, you can see it. And you can hear Trevor Berbick, and he's coming out with something like, him, Larry Holmes, Larry Holmes, he kicked me, Larry Holmes, he kicked me, attacked me, Larry Holmes. And I thought it was really funny. So that's a funny one. There's another couple of funny ones. I'm not going to tell at the moment because I'd have to ask the person if it's all right to tell him now. I don't really get two hopes for Larry Holmes and that carry on. And Trevor Berbick's obviously passed away, hasn't he? But I don't know them. But I do know a couple of other stories, but I know these people, so I'm probably not going to say it until I speak to them first. But there's some corkers, like I could tell some corkers, especially about after parties, but I'm not going to do. There's some corkers, but I do know a couple of funny ones from Jim and that. Probably heard that Ross Birkin show one on it. Hey up, Dennis. Hey up, Porky Ross. Hey up, Michelle. I'm not with her now, you know. She left me for a rasta. We're getting divorced. Well, Tommy Frank had a cat, didn't he? And Ross Birkinshaw went to see him. Now, if you've ever had a conversation with Tommy Frank and Ross Birkinshaw, you sit next to them. They're both, they're not scientists, are they? No, Ross has gone down drive on he didn't run over the cat, but I think he had a heart attack or something, and I don't know, apparently it died. So Ross, the cat killer, pussy killer, poor Tommy Frank's cat. That ain't a funny story though, that is it? But it was funny how Ross tried to wriggle out of it, didn't you, Ross? I'll come to you when I see you, Ross. We'll come to a few Ross Birkinshaw stories when I see you. In fact, you're welcome on this channel anytime, Ross. I'd love to tell a corker about you, Ross. But I'm going to tell it when you're there on my channel. So you come on here, Ross. I've got a surprise for you. So, social media. Is it getting fans at it? You know, you tend to see fans on social media going on and on and on about purse money and who should get this and 60-40, 70-30, 80-20, and he should get this, he should get that, he's got a better resume, he hasn't. And they spend more time going on about that and fights are not happening. So, I don't know. So maybe fans should just push for fights to happen instead of going on about, because they're not going to get any of that purse money, are they? So that tends to do me head in. Eddie's just come out in the last 10 minutes and said Joshua's going to fight 4 times for the next 12 months. So for end of next year, 4 more times. And they're going to be top 15 guys. So nobody wants to see him in with top 15 guys, Eddie. It's got to be Fury next, Usyk or Wilder. One of them top 3. I don't mind if you want to do a trilogy with Usyk. I won't put it past you, Eddie. Just to have one more go. I don't think they're going to let you, are they? You've upset that many people. As regards Wilder, I'd like to see Wilder Joshua. We're not going to go near him, just like they're not going to go near Fury, are they? They want to keep that cash cow earning. Been fighting on about fighting top 15 guys. Well, let me tell you this. People are shocked, aren't they, by it? Well, why? That's all they've been fighting anyway, isn't it? Top 15 guys. So, but it's when we look at the from 10 to 15 kind of thing, isn't it? And after Peter Fury's comment saying that a lot of these in the top 10, not top 15, he said top 10. He won't have them sweeping gym, or they should be sweeping his gym or whatever. I can see where he's coming from. I can see where he's coming from. Tired today, me. Late one last night. Hard work, sunbathing. I think that's about it. It's Terry Harper moving up into 4 weight divisions. That's brave, isn't it? I don't think that's ever been done in such a big jump as it. That'll go down as a record if she can beat Anna Rankin. So that's really good, isn't it, for our area? Do I make her a favourite? Do I make her a favourite? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I make her a favourite to win on points, but I think Anna's going to try and stop all that, isn't she? And try and knock her out apparently. So she's big enough, isn't she? She's a lot bigger than us. So we're going to see, aren't we, if Terry can carry that weight up. But more than likely, she's going to get on a bike. She's not going to want to engage in case she gets it because she don't like getting it. And who likes getting it? I don't. You know what I mean? We're not all like Gatti and Ward, are we? Wanted to get hit. That's about it, really. No, second half's underway. Football. Okie dokie then. Well, peace out. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I think there's probably going to be one more out. I think that might be it then. Well, Tuesday, I think. Got a corker coming out Tuesday. Oh yeah, it's in production. Should have been out today. I'm raging over it, but it's out. It's out Tuesday. Okay. Some great videos on members area for all you members. You're all very fortunate, and sadly for you lot who are not members, you're the unfortunate ones. So you could have to make do with this one for now. Okie dokie. That's about it, really. I'm in my own private idol order today now. I'm just happy when I'm in here. I like going downstairs, watching Homes Under the Hammer. What? I'm up here. I'm happy up here. I don't want to go down there. Homes Under the Hammer, or what's the other one? Cora. I used to like Cora when I was in Nick because you follow it, don't you, in there? You can watch it, but I don't watch it. There's too many new characters, isn't there? Can't get back into it. You know what I mean? I preferred it when Charlie Stubbs were in it. You know, when they were dealing with all women in area, taking them out and all that. He ended up a right monster, didn't he? I'll tell you another good character, that Richard, who went with Gail. She goes, you like Norman Bates with a briefcase? That was a classic. I'll always remember that. You know, Duckworths. Willie Eckers like Jack. So that's about it. So I hope you've enjoyed it. So, okie dokie. Peace out. Pop, pop, bang!